Welcome to Crypto Tech Viewers. Every day we are reviewing Bitcoin price in multiple time frames and in multiple trading systems and making an educated price prediction for the next day after analyzing global markets data and Bitcoin options open interest data. Let us begin the video for today. As we clearly called out yesterday, Bitcoin is now trading about 30,400 odd range. We called this out clearly when it was trading around 29,600. So we called out that Bitcoin may trade above 30,000. So from there it rallied about 800 points actually. So that's a good sign. Bitcoin holding 30k is really a good sign for the whole crypto industry for now, right? So if we could review other technical picture, this is a 1 hourly chart, this is a 4 hourly chart, this is a daily chart, right? In 1 hourly, it's making another attempt to cross about this 200 period moving average, right? In 4 hourly, we can see that it's making another attempt to cross above 50 period moving average. But these improving lows are a bit encouraging. See the improving lows, 1, 2, 3. So you can even make a trend line here, right? But trend line won't be exact, but it comes around like this. But the lows are improving. The lows are higher lows. That is little encouraging. So maybe it may continue to hold 30,000 for even for tomorrow as well. That's what it's looking like. But I don't want to confuse viewers with the heavy data. But what I have done is that with respect to the last week, because last week was a very eventful week, every whole global market went down and everything, and we this week we trying going to measure for the whole week now how it's going to play with respect to the last week. So last week's high and low I marked with the Fibonacci retracement. So for all three, Nasdaq, S&P 500, and Bitcoin, I'm trying to compare all these three to just gauge where Bitcoin may go around. So if we could see the Nasdaq yesterday, it again put a bearish hammer. This again not good at all. But one good thing is it's now still trading around a 61.8 percentage retracement level, right? So last week big swing happened, so 61.8 retracement level it's taking. So it can either take a support here or see this candle, this one will give a clue. So S&P 500 is also like trading it took a support around 50% retracement with respect to the last week. Last week this is the whole move for the last week, and this is yesterday's candle for this week. So this week starts from here, so it took a support at 50% retracement level. See, and it is moving above. So Nasdaq also may move around the things, but once after it clears this last week's high, you know I called out on last Sunday video here. This is the weekly chart of Nasdaq. So this is the high, this is the low, which I marked for the Fibonacci retracement. So this looks like a dragonfly doji, right? So the dragonfly doji candle pattern is a bullish pattern, and in fact, so here a positive hammer like a green hammer would have been more encouraging, but it is nevertheless it is still it is somewhat good, better than the not being a dragonfly doji. Actually, it can be like if it is like this is a gravestone doji, in fact, actually, this one, the previous week. So this is a dragonfly doji, right? So this is more encouraging. So so that it looks like a temporary bottom is made. That's what it's looking like. For that to play out, this week it has to take support either around 61.8 retracement level or zero point 0.5 retracement level. Looks like 61.8 retracement level will hold for Nasdaq, and that will for that accordingly the positive sentiment is already there in the Bitcoin actually, right? So Bitcoin actually, to be frank, when it went up to the 61.8 retracement level during the Sunday itself, actually. On Monday, it put another candle here, and when it was trading around 29,600, when we were recording the video yesterday, we called out that it may go trade above 30,000 for today, and that played out now. It's trading around 30,400 now, and I'm expecting that this will hold for tomorrow as well, actually. So this should hold 30k for tomorrow as well. Yeah. So if we could review the other technical picture for Bitcoin, so this is Camarilla pivot point. So it's took a support around S3 level and went up, and again took again around the same level of support, and then it is trying to consolidate around here. So it has to cross above this pivot point for the first level of positivity to hold, and it has to cross above this previous swing high, so that it can at least stay around here. Otherwise, bulls may go for a short actually. So every rally, if it is not holding above like some key levels, bulls will take every rally as an opportunity to short the market actually, right? So that's one thing. Now, so we can make a small trend line here, but obviously it won't be perfect. We can it will go either here or there. But if you make a trend line here, looks like 1 2, this trend line is kind of offering a support here. So even if it is coming again in this trend line, maybe it can offer one more support as well actually, right? So that's why I'm saying that maybe 30,000 may be holding for tomorrow. So this is an anchored VWAP. What I have done is that I have redrawn this anchored VWAP. So previously we were having anchored VWAP starting from here. We treated this as a swing low. Obviously it was swing low before this low was made, right? So this was swing low, this was swing high. Now what I have done is that this is swing high, this is swing low. I treated this as swing low, and look here, and it already played out actually, right? So this band was be supposed to act as a resistance actually. So this is a 2 standard deviation from the VWAP level. So it went here, came down, VWAP offered a support, it went back again, 2 standard deviation, got a resistance, came back again, got a support from the VWAP level and bouncing back, right? So yeah, we can even take this as an, obviously only this cannot be you know only this cannot be traded based on only this VWAP we cannot trade, but we need to consider other parameters. But this is looking good, right? It's playing out, right? So this has played out for us for so many weeks, right? Like in the past, it played out for us so many weeks. This is one of my favorite indicators, the anchor VWAP, right? So yeah, it's now trying to consolidate above this pivot point, sorry, about this VWAP level and below this 2 standard deviation. So that's why I'm also calling like this may even hold for tomorrow. Like if you could review this Fibonacci series EMA ribbon, so this is starting from 8 goes up to 233, right? So even though it took around the resistance around 55 and then went down, now it's still consolidating. MACD is like giving a positive crossover, and the good thing is like stochastic, if this candle closes positive, there's 3 more minutes left. The stochastic also would have crossed over. That would give more conviction for it to hold this 30k, around 30k. It won't go fall harder actually, right? So that's the expectation for tomorrow. And if you could review the bigger picture like in a weekly chart, so this is a bigger support band which I have drawn, and it was last week, it was went little below the support band, and it was a bit scary, and somehow it is bounced back up to 61 point retracement level. So if you remember, just now we saw that now how this bounce back came up to 61.86 61.8 retracement level. If you remember, we were just now reviewing, right? So such a good powerful retracement came back, but now it's at the moment consolidating within the support band itself, and we need to wait and watch whether it can continue to hold for a long time actually. The more it is holding, more it is good for Bitcoin actually, right? So but below this level it's going to be a little scary, so it can fall down drastically also. But as long as it is holding some usually May month, last see the last year May month, the same kind of a sell-off happened, right? And this May month also it is happening. We don't know it is if it can hold for some more months, actually at least 2 more months, like June July onwards. Once there's some kind of a cycle or something got changes in the, if the history is to repeat by itself exactly how it played the last year, then again we may get a pump, we don't know, right? So that's the expectation. So long time expectation for tomorrow, it should hold around 30,000 actually, right? So if you review the Bitcoin options open interest data, so it's trading around 30,300 level. So for 18th May, we are going to review the 18th May options open interest data. That suggests that 28,000 will be a strong support. Obviously, 29,000 will be a first level of support. 31,000 will be first level of resistance. 30,000 has received a equal number of calls and puts. That means that Bitcoin may eventually revolve around 30,000 actually. That is complying with the rest of our analysis as well actually. right? So the 61.1.8% retracement level, and then S&P 500 being positive, and Nasdaq, that will even eventually reflect in Nasdaq as well. So Nasdaq can be a little bit positive. Now, everything is going along with this hypothesis, like it may revolve around 30,000 actually, right? Okay, that's all for the video today. Thanks for watching. See you all in the video tomorrow.